to Naija Commandos for Life. Today we have a distinguished guest, also one of the Comlag North America executives. So it's pretty interesting to hear their perspective on what they have planned for Comlag North America. So without ado, I will pass it over to Ife to introduce our guest. Ife, take it away.
Good afternoon, everyone from the East Coast. This is Fela Folowo, Class of 88, Command Secondary School, Ipaja, Lagos. This is my sister in the house. I've been looking for her for the past 2 years. I don't know what happened today, but we got lucky. We have Mrs. Tony Olayinka, in command, married to my dear brother, Sikwade. So she's class of 86, Dragon House, that Tog House. They were very thuggish in the 80s, both male and female. They almost killed my sister. Alright, so Tony, are you here?
Yes, I am. Good afternoon.
So before we get into the whole gist, we have a lot of questions for you. Vincent might be joining us later, the president of the North America chapter. But I want to give us a minute and properly introduce yourself to the house.
Okay, good afternoon. My name is Toyin Olayinka Shikwade. Yes, I am married to Bisade Shikwade of 85 Sex. And I presently live in the East Coast. And I have kids. I have teenagers and I have 20s. And first I have to apologize for my throat. I have hay fever, but I'm doing a lot better. And I'm presently the vice president to Comlag North America. And I think that's it for now.
Alright, so let's start with the fun part, then we get to the business part. One thing I give you credit for, you being really involved in the alumni, even at a set level, 86. You're part of the leadership there. In North America chapter, you've been involved. Actually, you went to command Ibadan too. So you're actually part of the Ibadan alumni. We're going to get to those questions. We want the comparison between the two schools. So right now, let's start from the foundation. Did you go to Ibadan first or Lagos? Which one did you go first? Ibadan, right?
Yes, I had attended Command Ibadan.
All right, let's start with Ibadan. So, why don't you give us maybe brief or detailed description of your first day you were dropped off in Ibadan and transition it how you landed in Command Ibadan?
I landed in Command Ibadan after taking the exam and passing. And I think the other thing was the privilege of knowing the big guns that got me there. From the late Major General Idiagbo to Omojokun and a few others. And I got in, dad, mom, driver, siblings, everybody brought me there. And I got through the gate and I was supposed to be dropped off, but I guess because of all the things we bought, the mattress, the trunk box, all those things on the list, I was excited. It was an exciting time for me, and they dropped me off. But unfortunately for me, I could not deal with the Ibadan life. It was a struggle for me. The competition was fierce. I call it survival of the fittest. It was truly survival of the fittest.
And this was 1981?
1981, yeah, I think it's 81, 82, something like that. Because we were the fifth set. So we completed the first 5 years. That was very, I remember that very well. Because some of our seniors, we didn't call them senior. We called them auntie, brother. That's a significant age difference.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a lesson for me to learn. Like, how could my schoolmate be brother and auntie? But it is what it was. and the competition was fierce. The kids were great. Actually, it was my eyes really opened in Command Ibadan. A lot of things I learned, I could not keep up to their level. And I had an incident in which I went to the stream with a few other girls to get water, but then we were swimming too. And unfortunately, we saw the boys up in the hill, like people, like their head was raised, and we started running. Everybody running to get their clothing, put your clothes on, like that kind of a thing.
But hold on, were you naked in the river?
We were.
Oh my God. You were skinny dipping.
Today you will call it skinny dipping, but it wasn't really skinny dipping. It was we got water, we took our bath.
Okay.
Unfortunately, command boys were up there. And seeing them, we started screaming, boys, boys, everybody. I did not attend class or go to the dining room anymore after that. Believe it or not. I thought they saw me naked, and that was it. I just shut down.
Wow.
And the good thing is my parents got the message, and I said I was sick, but I wasn't really sick. It was that. And I felt it was time. I could never go back in teenage mentality. It's very, very, you think it's the end of your life, but apparently spoke to those boys just a few years ago. They were like, we don't even remember.
Oh, good.
Like,
that's true. They're not going to remember anything.
You boys can testify. You boys.
Especially if you are plenty that are all there, they're not going to remember.
I wish somebody had told me then. I probably wouldn't have pressured my mom and dad. Said, I'm going to die if you take me back to Command Ibadan. That was it.
So, I mean, that was after your first term, or how long did you stay in Ibadan?
That was in my second year.
Oh,
that was
Form 2. Oh.
Yeah, I was supposed to go to Form 3.
Oh, okay.
And the other thing, now I can confess, academically, I think I was very playful. So I wasn't in the top 5, not top 10, not top 20, not top 100. So imagine my position.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry, man. All right, we got the picture. You were in the top 120 out of 120.
Yeah, it was time. It was time to go. And my parents, luckily, after the not so nice saying, we only 2 kids. So telling your parents, if you send me back to Command Ibadan, I'm going to die. It's not what a parent that has 2 children wants to hear. So luckily, the generals and the big army people that we knew, like that, I was in Command Lagos.
So what else were you in Ibadan?
In Command Ibadan, actually, I thought I was in Purple House. But when we did the first reunion and I ended up wearing red, they were like, no.
Okay.
Or rather, they said I was in Red House.
Okay.
So, Red House in Command Ibadan.
By the time you came to Command Ibadan, you had a kind of soft landing, because from 3, you're in between. You're right in the middle. You're not a senior, you're not a junior. Really.
Yes, perfect. I wasn't a junior. I had suffered in the previous school as a junior. My things were taken away. Up to my intimate clothing were all gone. Because bullying was a very serious thing. And when I came to Command Lagos, I felt I was ready to fight. I was ready because I was well trained and I was well groomed already from Command Ibadan. So coming to Command Lagos, wow, I was like, this is different. For one, you guys had pepperless stew. The food was different. The girls were permed. Some girls had their hair permed.
Really?
I'm like, wow, what's happening here?
So your own transition, Command Ibadan was much better than Ibadan.
Oh yes, maybe my Form 3 would have been different if I had gotten to that point in Command Ibadan, but Command Lagos was a new start for me. The faces, the friends, that some people that I knew already that I went to Command Children and Maryland Convent with were there. So it made my life totally different. And atmosphere was new, and we were all in the Ajebota Association, and there was a lot of us there. So
You were paperless.
well, pepperless, yes.
I think I remember you. I remember you now.
Yes, yes,
I
we
remember
do.
you. Yeah, on that table. Yeah, I remember you now. Yeah, I used to be vexed. I used to be mad at those people. And why are they so
Really?
special? I'm like, why are they so special? I used
Yeah.
to be pissed
Okay,
because
the experience,
you guys always had enough food. You have food than anybody else.
the food
Always.
was different. I
Yes.
saw it more as the um, home away from home special food. I
All
have to
right.
bless
So,
whoever came up with that idea was a genius.
all right.
Pepperless.
Let's
So
get to the big
I have a
question.
quick question about that. So, did you ever do bargain with anybody where they'll come and eat
Yes.
your own food and you eat maybe carving biscuit or something? I don't know.
No, because I was in Form 3 and I only had two sets of seniors ahead of me. The smart thing is for you to have a school mother that is sweet, kind, and everything. So in Form 3, my school mother was sweet. They were sweet, and the people I was friends with were sweet, were nice, and trading food was in Command Ibadan. Trading food here did not have to happen. There's a lady that used to sell rice at the back of where the present yellow house is.
You
So
mean
if you have money,
for Tiger House? Are you talking of in Ipaja?
yes, in Ipaja, there's a lady
No,
that
I
used to
know.
bring food.
I know.
No,
Where you
Bacha.
to
From
go and buy
Bacha now.
food?
Bacha. Yeah.
Bacha, yeah.
From where?
Bacha.
Bacha. We call it Bacha.
This woman was selling food though.
I know.
She would
I
come
know
from the
what she's
bush.
talking about. Let's just keep it as Bacha.
Yeah. We can't call the name on this show. We know what we're talking
Let's
about.
just keep
I
it as
know.
And
Bacha.
yeah, so she was, so there was a backup. All you needed was money. But then as a senior, Form 3, I learned my lesson quick because most of my food came from abroad. So unfortunately, I learned the lesson of not leaving your food in that closet that they gave us.
Mm-hmm.
I was using that cheap lock.
Oh,
Somebody
yeah.
went
Yeah.
first semester.
Yeti.
Yes,
That
first
is
No.
big and it's
semester.
open.
Yes. They didn't tell people like me on time. They cleaned it out. So
Wow.
lesson quickly learned after that. When my parents used to visit, and in between they bring food. So I didn't have to trade like that. But towards the end of the semester is when hunger starts. You will trade water for gari or water for carving biscuits, those
Yeah.
things.
Right.
So yes.
No, the reason I
So
asked that question is because since you guys had the better food as pepperless, that maybe people are offering you carving biscuit and stuff to come and get your food. That was the reason I was asking.
So it happened. I remember it happened in my church.
some people will tell you bring it to the dormitory. We will share.
Right. Yeah. Stuff like that.
Sharing, but not
But
trading.
you guys, like I said, you guys always have more quantity. Because
Oh, the food was different. The
Yeah.
tomato soup, the stew was redder. Everything was from a different quality.
When we were suffering in our own tables.
All right. So, Tori, let's get to this. This is one of the biggest questions we ask anybody that comes to the show. Your transition from Ibadan to Command. Me knowing you personally, I know how you're a fighter. You like no retreat, no surrender. You have this background that is just very, very, I mean, not aggressive, but somewhat you go get it. You don't relent. You don't retreat.
Totally relentless and
Right. So why don't you tell us how the Command, either your 2 years in Ibadan and your 3 years in Command in Kwaja, how did they transform you from that girl that was scared in command to who you are right now?
As I said, when I got to Command Ibadan, was when I found out I wasn't exposed. I found out I was sheltered, but we were only two kids, and the best of the best was given to us. So my mom working in Nigeria Airways and having the position she had accorded us the opportunity to travel a lot. So most of our vacations were spent outside of Nigeria. But what I realized or what I saw was that after I feel I was used, I was broken down in Command Ibadan. That first semester, my father came in to pick me up, and I looked like a Somalian. My father did not know it was me. The driver was the one that started, Daddy, 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 this is her. I had lice, I had ringworm. My uniform was not even mine. I had my tops, everything was taken. It was brutal. And I could remember my seniors from 4, clearing my belongings in that trunk box and saying something to the effect of Omajebotani, Ujeltila. Genesis, that was the genesis of my transformation. Surviving, because if you could, the thing is, your survival of command would get you ready for anything in life. And I think every day I still live it. I tell Friday in America, it's cleaning night. The kids don't like it, but we have to do it. My kids, I think,
you do labor with them. You do labor.
Yes, it's labor
prefect.
I was actually janitor prefect in Command Lagos. Yeah. And I did not compete for it or anything.
Wait, which one is janitor prefect again? Is it people that put on generator? I thought it was labor.
No, janitor.
Janitor prefect now.
You close the gates.
Okay, I don't remember anybody myself being janitor.
Do we have anything like that? I can't remember.
Yeah,
I don't remember that too.
You need to know. Ask those Command Lagos school daughters that knew. I think it's janitor.
Okay. Cool. I thought I was timekeeper.
No, wouldn't have been good for timekeeping. I was never on time. Sambo and I had a relationship of Kobuko and time. He was always meeting me late in the dormitory.
Captain Sambo.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. When those military came in, that was when I thought, this is it. It's life or death. For Command Ibadan, the routine, let me stay on the positive. The routine that was set up, the waking up, the brush your teeth, have a bucket of water under your bed. It transitioned into be ready for tomorrow. Always. Until you die, be ready for tomorrow. Even though it was just toothbrush, bucket of water, go to breakfast, from breakfast to class, from class back, siesta. Oh my God, the routine set my own life. That's where I think I have applied it to everything I do in life.
So let me ask you, with those positive feedbacks, those formative years that helped you form you to who you are today, would you have sent your kids to command?
I actually wanted my daughter, the first one, to go to command because I just felt somebody had to experience what I had experienced.
Why not?
When she was actually born, my mom heard me said she was going to command. And I was determined to send her to command until, unfortunately, a friend of mine that had sent a daughter back to Nigeria, unfortunately, she had an asthmatic attack and she died. Also, emergency treatment that wasn't given to that child. And she was 12. My daughter was 10. No, she didn't go to command. I think she went to another boarding school. But that was where the fear came in. But otherwise, oh my God, I wanted all my kids to go to command. because I just felt somebody had to experience what I had experienced in Command Ibadan. In Command Lagos, it was better. From 3, your friends are there. You know the commandant. You know Mr. Ajayi. Your parents know all the teachers. You could get food. It was different. It was a better. I had access to almost everything I needed. But
Right.
Ibadan was the formative years. Command Lagos was sweet. Trust me, that was like sugar.
Wow.
But Ibadan was where, and I don't know whether it's fortunately or unfortunately, I've applied this to everything I do, to the point of becoming. Once I became the assistant administrator in a big hospital in Philadelphia, I think at that point I was like, oh my God, I've arrived. And I heard people saying, your military background, are you a soldier? In the military, even the way I walk, you hear my shoes stomping in the hallways. That's when I said, yes, command. I am command. I am a product, positive side of command.
Did you go to space?
Where is space? Because there was some. What you guys
you know
call
where,
space?
You know where space is, Sabi? You know where space is?
I'm trying to guess, but I'm trying not to. You tell me
When
what's
they go toast, when boys are going to go toast each other, I mean, they're toasting guys. I mean, that was the deal now. At
Yeah,
night.
but we called it a different name.
What was the name of your set?
I think it was Love Street or Love something.
Really?
Yeah, but I mean,
80s.
all that section, that's
It's
love.
space. We call it space.
Yeah, I remember what.
The way you smile on your face, it seems you were very involved in that love street.
No, it's
Whatever
the
you guys call
beauty
it.
of life. I had learned about all those things from Command Ibadan. So I knew I knew what it meant for the innocent people, for the innocent girls, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But for someone like me, it wasn't tripping me. There was nothing, because I know you boys go back to the dormitory and talk.
Oh yeah, I believe
That
that.
was that I found that from Command Ibadan, and that was the killer. And it was frightening. I didn't know boys talk.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you guys gossip. And you guys tell. and you guys tell vividly.
No, it's not gossip. And no, it's not. I'll call it gossip. I'll call it that we, it's like a lion does not get hungry when they're in the forest. You understand? So you have to figure who is the top lion, and let me put it that way. You understand?
It's pecking order.
It's a bragging rights.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take gossip.
So it's not really. It's not how girls.
It's not
talk. It's a different thing for guys.
Yeah, but girls didn't know you guys go into details. Command Ibadan.
Yeah.
What?
Kiss and tell.
Oh my God! Boys were. I thought you guys were loyal, like silent, but you would go back to the dormitory and tell another boy that you kissed. Oh, come on now. You don't do that.
Yeah, but it's a bragging right. Trust me. That's you want to tell people that you kissed a girl as a teenager. It's a bragging right.
So it's continued into your manhood for most men.
The guys that never grew up.
Yes, as I can see.
Right.
Wow.
They do. Yeah, unfortunately. So okay. I know you had some friends that went to single gender schools, girls' schools, maybe government college or whatever. I know they've shared some experiences with you. Would you have preferred to go to have their experience rather than what you had, being in a mixed school?
When I hear of the experiences of some of my friends that went to single-sex schools, I don't think I would have survived, because I liked boys and boys liked me on a clean level, very clean, very innocent level. But I was a tomboy, and that tomboy worked in my favor. When you're a tomboy, you have a lot of boys on your corner.
Yeah.
You understand? So
Mhm.
that's it. But for me to have gone to a single sex school, it's a good thing command is not like that yet,
All
or
right, good.
maybe some are, but I wouldn't have survived now. There was no intrigue in it.
All right, we're gonna transition into something more business. Uh, we're gonna focus on your achievements and your continued support and contribution to the alumni, both locally in Lagos and abroad, especially the North America chapter. Currently, you the incumbent VP, Vice President of the chapter. Um, and now I know we plan a reunion. Now we're not going to be talking about FFC. We're not going to be talking about the other group. Now this is not the platform. I want you to share with us your contributions. If you take your time in details to the Command alumni, even if you have to share your contribution with the Ibadan alumni, I know you're involved in that too. Just take your time and give us those contributions and your future plans for the NA chapter.
Okay. So let's start from I think I started becoming visible with Command Alumni through Command Ibadan. And myself, one of my girlfriends in Command Ibadan, had already started putting some team together, and that's how she had called me. And the 5 or 6 of us were able to reach a decision to start an association, because otherwise we would have to stay with Command Kaduna and Command Jos, and we weren't going to stay with Command Jos. We needed to form. So when we did do that, I started going like, I wish there was Command Lagos, but we didn't hear anything about Command Lagos. So my passion for joining the association is our alma mater. Command is who I breathe Command, I eat Command, I drink Command, I sleep Command. So once you become a commando, you know you owe a pay or give back. And I don't think you have to be a billionaire in Nigeria or a millionaire in America before you start thinking of giving back. If you're a giver, you will always be a giver.
Yep.
And that's how it all started. So it was successful with Command Ibadan. And unfortunately, there was still nothing from Command Lagos that I heard of or seen or anything. People that have tried forming this association, they will talk about it, but it never materialized into anything. Mm-hmm. But I knew a lot of Command Lagos people. But I never just thought about forming an association for Command Lagos. So kudos to you, Goke, and everybody else that has worked towards forming one.
Well, are you saying in North America or the Nigeria?
In North America.
Oh, okay, got you. Okay.
But if I have to go back to Command Lagos, I think Command Lagos 86 set started to be almost 10 years now. I think we're in our 9th or 10th year. But it was easier for your set. When a set mate calls you and says, we have our association, you need to join. The thing is, what I try and tell people is, you are a member from the beginning. The fact that you went to that school, the fact that you were in that set, you are automatically, it's not an option, you are. So Command Lagos 86 set was very easy to join. And we were really crazy about each other, and with the technology that allowed us to text back and forth, it made it very exciting. But Command Lagos still was not in existence here. So Command Ibadan, we were just having our own thing. But seeing your childhood friends, childhood classmates, even seniors, wow, it was a time to be alive. Meeting that reunion spirit. People, I think some people don't really understand the strength of it. Yeah. It's not about just coming to, I always tell people, it's not about coming and eating jollof rice and drinking Coke. or NEC. It's about we are alive, we're together. It's a blessing.
And a lot of networking is going on.
Yes, yes. And your networking, if you take the opportunity, it starts, we can put something together.
Yep.
But that's what I think I noticed with Command Ibadan. Command Lagos in America, unfortunately, we had, it's not solidified like Command Ibadan is, or Command Jos, or Command, we're trying to get there to be one.
But I feel Command Lagos compared to, I know Command Kaduna, they do stuff, but Command Lagos does more for the alumni than all the other commands. Command Ibadan people don't do that much.
Oh, let me correct you.
No, in the school, no, that's a fact, because I can send you a YouTube where is it channels on one of those TVs, they did stuff on what they call it, documentary or whatever, on Command Ibadan. The school was wrecked. We almost wanted to close that school. I can send it to you.
Okay, so let me go back. That's why I told you Command Ibadan is one day, I think you would meet with the founder of the Association of Command Ibadan that started the association here. And then you would get more.
No, I'm not saying that they don't have a crew. What I'm saying, they don't give back to the school.
Oh, yes,
That's my point. I'm not saying that they are not
okay, collaboration. I think where you're getting a lot, that they give back, they're not just as effective as Comlag.
Okay, Comlag.
No, they don't.
See, let's put it this way.
Who's a wreck?
Remember when I told you?
Is the outcome. I don't see it. I'll send you that video. I'll Google it and send it to you.
Remember when I told you that Command Ibadan shaped me to what I am today? What I found out was Command Ibadan and Command Lagos, it's almost yin-yang. Because when I got to Command Lagos, I could not believe a lot of things there. The lifestyle there was like I was in the Hilton.
Hey, they didn't put us to suffer like other commands.
You guys did not. No, Command Lagos did not suffer. Command Ibadan, from when I got in, was no joke. That was the school that, as much as people, start stealing food, I'm like, hey, students revolting. It was Command Ibadan. I experienced that, and I was very proud of them. Because how can staff be stealing food? And I'm only in Form 2. So imagine, Command Lagos didn't go through that. It was...
Not in the
Are you sure we're still in the same system? It's in Command Ibadan that their commandant was killed. We didn't go through that in Command Lagos.
Yeah.
So our alumni here, which is called Sienna, contributes a lot. But it was this same Sienna, I think there was even another set, that the army throughout the restoration that they did in Command Ibadan. The guy can come back, I can bring him, he can give this, they can talk about this. But it was amazing to find such. Like what?
Wait, sorry, I just need to step back a bit. You said the alumni tried to do something in the school.
Oh,
and
yes.
The commandant rejected it.
It's not for commandant, they threw it out. I think they've had incidents in which the media has covered. I think it's exposed Command Ibadan a lot.
It was the 45th anniversary. So I know some things about that, because I know some people that went to Command Ibadan. The school was a wreck. Even when they were doing the 45th anniversary, right? The commandant was not available. But unfortunately for him, there were alumni of Command Ibadan that were outranked him. So they called him and said if he does not appear, they were going to report him to the GOC. The guy reported. And it was because of the commandant that they killed that the commandant after that started staying out of campus, which was funny. Wow. He was not staying. I know a lot of Command Ibadan people now. You understand? They complain about their school.
Yes.
I'm not talking about in the 80s, though. I'm not talking about in the 80s. I'm talking about recent
now.
Yes.
It's very troublesome for me because I know Command Ibadan alumni, they love Command Ibadan and they would love to give back. We're up to the system here now that we have scholarships that are being given to students, but I know they won't publicize that.
But Command Ibadan people don't come here now on our show. We invite them, they run away.
Now I'm bringing. I will talk to
bring them. They run away.
Okay, officially, this is the first command person. Ibadan person.
No, I will not, because we've had people who switched, right? That's for 1 to 5. They're finished. Not the person that decide that now switch, because we've had a lot of that.
We never had anybody that switch from Ibadan, period. We have.
We've had somebody that switched from. I can't remember, but someone that did for 1 and came and did from the rest of their time in Ibadan. I'm talking of someone who did their full Ibadan time. They will not come. They don't come. I have them at the school. They are
okay,
school.
Well, camera right now, and I am promising you, I will talk to the founder of the Siena, so that this way you can have a genesis, and then hopefully we will get some other people to talk, because they are very hard-working alumni.
Yeah, we would like to see.
What set is that person? What set is that person?
She's my senior.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we would like to talk to her.
She finished totally on there, because the thing is, Command Ibadan, we've been pretty consistent with our reunions, and that's why you see the dedication to Command Lagos, in the sense that the meetings, like now we're going to Canada, we should be in Canada in August, by God's grace, but yeah, for our reunion.
So you do 2 reunion, one for
Lagos. Yeah, I that's the price you pay for. Childhood friends are in Command Ibadan. Childhood friends are in Command Lagos. Sometimes I would mix people together, and some of my friends will correct me and say, no. That's Command Ibadan you're talking about. No. That's Command.
So you need the red marker.
I read. No. I don't need marker. I just need marker.
Oh, okay.
That's how we write command to the marker.
I think Vincent is trying to join now.
Okay.
Toby's about to come in. Otherwise, what's holding him up? Give me a second. Let me try to set him up. Octopus House is joining us now. The incumbent president of the North America chapter is actually my successor. Vincent, please introduce yourself to the house.
Thank you, everybody. My name is Vincent Ezeklobi. A 2000 set Octopus House. I'm currently the president of Comlag North American chapter. Took over from Ifedapo alone. It is good to be here. I was here in the last show in Maryland, and I'm happy to be here back again. Thank you very much.
We get right into business. Before you joined us, your VP has shared some things, but she was kind of holding off for you to come in, just to follow your lead. So you tell us, as the incumbent president, you've been here for almost a year now. You were sworn in last July at the reunion in Houston. So going on a year, what do you think you guys have accomplished the last 11 months or so? What are you working on currently, and what are your plans for the future? You can take it.
Well, thank you, Mr. Ifedapo. I appreciate you. I appreciate Mr. Bukitaro. Before we talk about what we have to do for this association, Comlag NA to be precise, we have to understand what this association stands for. I take pride in this association because this is who we are and this is what we should be. Our alma mater stands on the tripod. It is the tripod which represents our discipline, knowledge, and transparency. I'm saying it is okay for us to admit that intractability of deprivation, and I clearly understand why I'm here. It is the story of our progress together. I'm talking about the story of the progress of NHR, our commitment together. We must begin to acknowledge the truth. What have we done? I'm not here to jam any insidious broadcast or erode my communications with anybody listening to me today. I'm saying categorically clear that voluntary service is about more than just solving problems. It's relationship building that leads to long-term benefits to bring a positive outcome. I'm saying leadership is always at the core center of whether an organization moves forward or backward. For me, it is always responsive and it should be responsible. What I do know is meeting the challenges of this leadership will require the same vision, transparency, and superior adherence from an inflection point from every one of us. What have we done? Upon our inauguration, we're talking about the 5 ESCOs that were sworn in. We went ahead and we hit the ground running. We decided to go with our mandate. The mandatory election was about continuity and sustainability against disruption, stagnation, about moving forward versus regressing. We had the opportunity to safeguard what we have already achieved. We cannot put at risk what we have. We cannot gamble away our future. Comlag NA gave the sum of 200,000 naira to the national body for the Founders Day celebration. The Constitution clearly stipulates giving back to our alumni, which backed our decision making. We went ahead in order to express the benefits of joining association. We went ahead. We created jobs. Immediately we were sworn in, I contacted my colleagues in different professions towards the ability of training commandos for jobs. I'll tell you categorically clear, in my opinion, learning experiences are like journeys. The journey starts where the learning is now. I'll take it again. The journey starts when the learning is now, and it ends when the learner is successful. The end of the journey isn't knowing more, it is doing more. Commandos were offered 5 opportunities to learn a new certified profession for free. Few of them took the opportunities and came back to express the benefits of joining the association. One of them even came back and told us how he was earning so well and how he took the advantage of the same opportunities which was opened and made available to everyone. The good news is this: I still have a lot of them contacting me saying they would like to enroll in such program. We went ahead, it didn't stop there, to harness the code of conduct. For me, ethics is knowing the difference between what you have a right to do and what is right to do. That is just my opinion. You can quote me otherwise. The ability to coexist while communicating with one another is important. Character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Conduct is the grand text of character because words are one great evidence of the condition of the heart. Comlag NA currently has an existing code of conduct which holds everyone accountable. The ESCOs, they came together to harness alumni who voluntarily made this possible. God bless them. We went ahead and we brought about the Constitution. We currently decided to harness intellectuals that spans through the command system or the alumni system. We decided to bring them together because we do know certainly for sure that the Constitution is a well-regulated militia. It is necessary to secure an association or any free state possible. It is a guide which we have decided to work upon through dues paying members. This constitution is still ongoing. It is going to be made open or public to the main platform for members to have the opportunity to dispute, refute, accept, reject, whatsoever thing you want to do. But we understand that in order to achieve this, it has to come with a quick turnaround time. The turnaround time was 6 weeks. And the members are from 1984 set to 2004 set. I can guarantee you that I'm not here in command without differences to divide us. In command, in my opinion, it is not our differences that divides us. It is our inability to recognize, accept, and celebrate those differences. For me, my best opinion has always been inclusion. Inclusion is always a choice. We make everything. As leaders, we have to put out the message that we embrace. Because when everyone is included, everyone wins. You must learn a new way to think before you can master a new way to be. Come July 3rd, the last week of July, we'll be having a reunion. The reunion is for dues pay members and non-dues pay members. The reunion gives us the opportunity to meet up, learn new things, and see how we started. There's nothing like returning to a place that remains unchanged to find the ways in which you yourself has been altered or have been altered. I'm appealing to everybody when information about the reunion gets posted on the main platform. Tickets are selling very, very fast. Plans are being made by colleagues of yours. Take opportunities because it is going to be an opportunity for us to associate, diversify, meet together and talk about possible ways on how we can integrate Movies Association forward or help one another. These are the benefits of an association. I'll tell you categorically clear. We have other things ongoing. Plans towards our alma mater giving back for this year. In order not to kill the icing on this cake, it's a beautiful one. I would allow my escorts for us to wrap it up before we can present it to you. Other than that, I hope with this shortest possible time of duration of almost 1 year after being inaugurated or sworn in through elections and not selections as your president, I've been able to meet up some of the mandates which was given to me. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Mr. President, you've done well. Thank you for your time. We really appreciate everything you guys have done. There was no doubt in my mind personally, and all the guys that believed in your leadership that the NA chapter is going to go to heights unknown. With your VP has shared some things. Madam VP, are you still there?
Yeah, definitely still here.
Do you have any follow-up to what Mr. President has said about your accomplishments or what you plan for the future? Anything to add?
I pretty much, I think he said it all. Where I always come in as vice president is buttressing the points or the man is coming into North America was to make sure I understood I was going to be coming in contact with juniors, and I believe that for our association to thrive, juniors, seniors must merge, and there is a time where you must leave your senior and junior at the door for us to be able to achieve what we have to achieve as alumni and to make the alma mater more successful. I think egos have to be left at the door, and that's where I try to let people see that I am very comfortable being the vice president to a younger person. It doesn't take anything away from me. It doesn't take anything away from him. Because that's been the question I'm always being asked. How could you allow a junior to be president? And I said, when a person has the quality of leadership and they have ideas and everything like that to carry the association forward, you must let it be. Seniority in school does not mean you're a senior in life, in everything you do. You must know your position and you must make sure you do it well. I am comfortable being a vice president, and I'm sure the president also can also testify to that.
You can give them the answer that when Obama was president, Biden was vice. There was no issue.
I never even thought about that one.
There was no issue.
No issue.
Different
No issue. Because
Nigeria is about seniority all the time for them.
Yeah, unfortunately in Command Lagos atmosphere is where I have found the continued nagging. Who you be? You be junior. Oh, and if you talk to him, he be senior. Oh, what will he react? No, we don't do that in Command Ibadan. Other commands don't do that. So why are we caught up with, he's a junior, shut up, or he has nothing? We keep forgetting that these people have gone to the university, they have families, they are head of households, they are head of companies, they are working there. That is what the merits on which we judge each other now, not junior, senior. If that culture can be stopped in Command Lagos, oh my God, I think Goke and I will be parties rather than senior twins, junior. Okay, no, it's a culture that
respect. Now we give now respect.
Yeah, respect does not control a business acumen. If we bind well together, the future president of Nigeria can easily be one of us. If we bind well together.
That's your thing.
That's it.
All right. Okay, if done anything to add, I think we can wrap this up. We've been here for almost 1 hour 30 minutes.
Yeah. So thank you very much for you guys coming on board today. We really appreciate it. It's been a pleasure having our execs from Comlag North America and espousing, your experiences and also what you plan to do for both the alumni within North America as well as what we're trying to give back in Nigeria. So thank you very much. Really appreciate your time over here. Ife, back to you.
All right, guys. Please remember, join us in Dallas the last weekend of July. We're having a boat party, courtesy of UNESCO. All white. I don't know. I think I have black too. So.
Wait, you're getting your wife.
Okay, I got it. We'll be there full force. I've already got my tickets, my flights, my hotel, everything is resolved with my car rental. I'll see you guys there. So spread the word. I know you guys are subscribed already. If you haven't subscribed, you guys are in trouble. So make sure we'll meet again later today for the meeting on the committee. All right.
6
p.m. Thanks again for showing up. All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ebon. Okay, I agree to now.
I'm good. Come on for road.
Don't start again.
Do you now? I don't do jala. I don't do solar. Respect you.